straight through. Our greatest gift was you. Father, your love never ceases, even in the midst of my darkest days.
Hello, thanks so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate it a lot. You are most welcome to AI Ed with Dr. Amy, but you are also welcome to Vienna, Austria's magical capital, where history and modern charm comes together. We are on an adventure today to see the city filled with stunning architecture and beautiful culture. We will be wandering through grand places, but also simple places that sometimes when we go to cities we forget to have a glance of. Just the normal day life, not only the touristic places. I will also take you to a place where there is food. I love food. And also the iconic horse-drawn carriages. Please don't go away. Watch to the end and have fun. So this is me walking towards the city center, and I thought I should share a bit of it with you. Yes, I want you to enjoy the city center, not just the busy parts, but just even the calm places, the tall architecture, the beautiful architecture, the colorful architecture. I tell you, the whole time I was raising my head up and up and up, and at some point I'm like, my neck is going to fall off just by the way. This shop was quite interesting for me because of the comics, and I also saw the Spider-Man. In Vienna, horse-drawn carriages known as fiacre are a traditional mode of transportation, but now they are very popular tourist attractions. I mean, I walked by a lot and they were encouraging me to come on. I was like, I love walking. Anyway, on a more serious note, if you want to see the city, it's also a beautiful way to explore Vienna city. I just wanted to go round and round, but that's also another way to save money if you cannot, or if you don't want to, or you cannot afford a fiacre, because booking a fiacre on site can cost about 50 to 80 euros for a short tour. So I did ask, yes, but it's such a beautiful thing seeing them like this. It's lovely. We'll see more and more of them. Let's just enjoy the city. We are now almost at the city center, and this is the view. I would always say the view is viewing. This view is viewing because the architecture, oh my, the cars, the people, the road, everything was amazing. I'm finding words and I can't find. And now we are at St. Stephen's Cathedral. Oh my, isn't it beautiful? Enjoy it, and let's chat soon.
Can I make another wish?
Our greatest gift was you. Father, your love never ceases, even in the midst of my darkest days. Love, it flows like a river and never ever seems to run dry. So if
the beauty, oh mine, is so beautiful in here. So for context, St. Stephen's Cathedral, or Stephen's Dome, as they say it in German, is, I don't know the word, magnificent symbol, let me use that word, of Vienna's rich history and architecture. Oh my. So the candles. I actually took a moment to say a prayer, and I said a prayer for each of my subscribers and friends and family and loved ones. Yes. So this is a Catholic church. It has the South Tower, that is 136 meters. Face a breathtaking panoramic view, as they say, because I did not explore that. To explore that, you pay a little fee, and it wasn't because of the fee that I didn't get the chance to explore it, but because I had no time. I spent really a short time in Vienna, and I wanted to see every bit of everything. So even when I got to a place and there was a queue, I'm like, I'm gone. I've seen the building. The architecture is beautiful. But entering the church is free. So I went into this church without paying a dime. There was no queue entering the church as well. So the roof, the roof is majestic. I'm like, find me the words. At this point, I need to find an encyclopedia to find the best words to describe this beauty. It is beautiful. So find me the words. Please write the words that comes to mind when you see this. Amazing, awesome. I mean, that's just, I don't know what to say. So it is just mind-blowing for me. So the detailed stone carvings in this church actually include scenes from the Bible, mythical creatures, and floral designs. Yes. The roof, oh my, the roof is amazingly amazing. And if you want to know more, it's in different languages, as you can see, and then you can read. You can listen, sorry, not read. Yes. It has a high altar, and it's just a masterpiece. I cannot do justice to the explanations I want to give you. So watch the floor, the everything, the arts. I don't know how to even put this. And the art and craftsmanship, they say, was built long ago, and it has stood the test of time. World wars, disasters, all kinds of challenges, naturally human orchestrated. I don't know how to put it. The glass windows are so colorful. It makes light come in. Oh my, I just enjoyed every bit of it. It has survived wars. Let me now be very survived wars and reconstructions, and actually I think it just shows us the resilience. I'll come back to that. The musical heritage. So the church, okay, the cathedral, let me put it up. The cathedral has a rich musical legacy. It has hosted several performances by famous composers like Mozart. Yes. This opportunity to share a bit of things that I, upon my reflections of the cathedral, I think we can learn from it. And for me, I think everything that we see and everything that we do, there are lots of lessons to learn from it. And one thing that stood out, I talked about resilience, right? Because for this church that dates back to 12th, 14th century construction to stand the test of time, then it tells us a lot about resilience. Yes, this is a building, but in our lives too, there are tests of times, right? There are times that things just get tough. You are like, what is happening to me? Oh my God. But you would stand the test of time. Today we all went there. We are seeing it. It's still standing there. Sometimes some of the things we go through is tough, but we are going to stand the test of time. This is the beautiful bicycle rickshaw. Now let's go into the city. That's the police van coming in. People are relaxing. I'm like, architecture, the architectural beauty and grandeur. And I'm happy. I'm like, oh my God, this is beautiful. Yes. Let's keep going. It's busy, but I don't think it's extremely busy. Yes. And people are just going about their activities. No time to waste. And me just walking around and having fun. Beautiful walls. There are more and more. And we went actually for a tour, and the tour was on African Vienna, like getting to know Africa, Vienna's relationship with Africa contemporarily, but also historically. I told you we'll see more of Fiaka. Yes, that's more and more fear coming our way. Yes, beautiful, beautiful architecture. So going back to that tour, we had some really horrible stories that happened to certain people and all that. So behind this beauty, I'm not to remind you of any pain or any thing that would I mean, I always want to tell lovely stories, but it's also good for us to be genuine and honest and know that there are things that happened in Vienna that they themselves are not proud of. And yeah, so there is Angelo Solomon's story, but now we are at Memorial to the Jewish children, women and men of Austria who were murdered in the Shoah. So as I told you, there is also the dark side of history, and may all those who lost their souls rest in perfect peace. We are now at the Hofburg Palace and Courtyard. I have actually shared this on a shot of it, but now we have this in the video. And please also watch my shots as well. I usually have some beautiful shots on nature, on architecture, on places I've visited, and they are always beautiful and a sight to look out. Yes, see the beauty. I just admire everything I see, and I appreciate that we are not throwing history away, but we are letting history tell us a story, because the things we are seeing, they are lessons. Let's take a moment to just reflect on what we've been listening to. I think it's a lot, right? And I've even tried to like summarize a lot so that it doesn't seem too much, because I learned too many things at that point. I also went on a tour. The tour was titled African Vienna.
Looking at back, let it go, let it go.
Schwarzkammer. Yes, it's a German term that translates to treasury. So in Vienna, the Hofburg Palace houses the famous treasury, imperial treasury, which is a museum displaying the Habsburg dynasty's impressive collection of treasures and artifacts. This includes, or I could guess would include, because I didn't go in, crowns, jewels, precious stones, regalia, and other things, other objects that will highlight the wealth and power of the Habsburg rulers over the centuries. The Schwarzkammer in Vienna is renowned for its historical significance. We are currently heading towards the world's Museum Wien, or World Museum Vienna in English. Yes, it's an ethnographic museum located we're in Vienna, right? And it's one of the largest museums of its kind in the world, housing extensive collections that span centuries from every continent.
12 a.m. I'm waiting for your call. Yeah. Lord, I'm tired of running. Yeah. Cause every time I run, I seem to fall. Yeah. I wanna go back to the way.
And then you have other continents, for example, Africa would be here in this corner. You see the lady sitting has the tusk of an elephant in her hands, and where the feet are, you see the snakes. Can you see? And the snakes in the Roman time, the legend said, when one of the goddesses was killed in heaven, her blood drops fell down to the earth and ended up in the Sahara. And this is why the Sahara is snakes. Maybe this is true or not, I don't know. But that was the philosophy of the people.
Art is indeed beautiful, and when it's done well, with the colors, with the combinations, and telling a story, is even more beautiful.
Purpose was better. There is no promise that can be undone. I loved you that much that I deemed you worthy to receive my.
But a little bit different. If you look this is the pulpit. In the old liturgy, the priests at one stage would climb up the stairs and preach from this, because it is higher, so people could see him, they could hear, but in order to avoid the acoustics going up to the ceiling, they have this sort of installation blocking the echo, so that the people could also hear something. But that is you find that in almost every church, because they didn't have microphones at the time or loudspeakers or something. Okay, now on top of this installation, you have the same missionary again. That is the Saint Franz Xavier, is a famous Jesuit missionary who was not really in Africa, but he was most active in Sri Lanka, southern India, and then in Japan. And then he wanted to go to China, but then he passed away on the travel to China. And he is the most famous Jesuit missionary, and the one he's symbolizing the activities of the Jesuit order outside Europe. Remember, they had a conversion program inside against Protestant, but they had a conversion program outside in Africa and Asia mainly. Now he is now again baptizing. You see his right hand is up. Originally he had a bowl with water that is missing here, but the water poured down on this boy who has an African face and is kneeling. Can you see? I have a picture again.
Up in the joy of tomorrow, joy will come in the morning light. We've been made for the night, yeah, yeah. We've been made for the night, yeah. Your joy.
Lessons we can learn from this visit to Austria, or our stay in Austria right now, is preservation of culture. Yes. And always put in historical context when you are telling a story. Another thing is to admire beauty. Yes, admire beauty. And we need to have a sustainable plan. Otherwise, we will lose all the beauty that have been built and handed over to us. We are in University of Vienna, and you can still see the cultural richness and artistic excellence that is here. The beauty is beauty. Yes, but on a more serious note, I think that understanding the complex history of a lot of things help us to provide insights into what is happening now and how things are being shaped now. I want to also emphasize on the importance of environmental sustainability. So we balance urban development with environmental sustainability. Otherwise, we lose the beauty of a lot of things, and posterity may not see them. So let's respect the environment, let's treat it nice, let's whatever we have, the architecture that we have, let's protect them, let's innovate them. Being creative, blending old with new. And I think this is something we can learn, not just governments or other people, but even yourself, in your home, in your environment, in your space. What are you doing? I know sometimes we put the burden on certain people, but you and I have a role to play. And with our history, what are we doing with it? Are we telling our history, bringing all the nuances, or we just want to tell a lovely, beautiful story? And this university, I saw a lot of stagers, and most of them were male stagers. They are still telling the story, although admittance of a woman to the university was very late. It doesn't mean throw it away. It's just a lesson for the future. Let me not go on with my story and lessons, but I know we've worked this together, and you might have picked one or two things from it. Even if you didn't, I'm sure you admire the beauty. I'm sure you saw some nice things, and you have traveled with me to Vienna, and I'm happy you came along this journey with me. We are not done yet, so please stay with me to the end. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy the beauty of Vienna, because it's beautiful. Now we are at Vienna's parliament. We are at the parliament. Isn't it beautiful? The architecture of the Vienna parliament. The design of the parliament draws heavily from ancient Greek architecture. Yes, the classical temple form. So this choice reflects the ideals of democracy. Democracy. Yes, and civic pride. So with this building, it has a lot of features that I would not be able to talk about in that way. And so watch with me, and then let's go for dinner. Hey?
And here is our food. So you see salad, Wiener Schnitzel.
What is that?
Schnitzel, it's pork.
Okay.
And you see, this is typical Vienna. Yeah, this you already recognize. And various foods. So
What is the various food? My curiosity will kill me.
I'm no specialist.
Okay.
Here are some vegetables, chicken.
Oh my.
This I recommend. This is surely pork.
Okay.
Usually quite good. This is typical too. This is sauerkraut.
Spinach.
So it's vegetables. Probably there might be some bacon in it. I'm not sure.
I eat bacon. I love bacon, so I'm just getting ready to.
I don't know, ich weiß es nicht genau. Aber es sieht aus wie ein Gemüseauflauf vielleicht.
That was dinner time. I had a lot of fun. I ate all my food and it was yummy, yummy, yummy. And yes, this is the salad. I only showed you the main meal, but I couldn't skip the salad. The salad was also very tasty, very, very yummy. Thanks so much for watching with me. This was where we had our dinner. Bye.
You say